I'm 28 years old now. I manage a few businesses, transportation, in the U.S., and I'm pretty, you know, financially stable. And I've been, I would say, spinning plates since I was pretty much 17 till now, and I'm in a specific predicament. I'm with this. Now she is a 21-year-old Vietnamese international student that's studying here in America. And I've been with her for 14 months now.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll be honest, she's been really good. Like, I went through your red flags a million times trying to find something. The only one thing that I don't know if it's a red flag, but anytime we're together, she's like playfully like biting me or pinching me or things like that. I feel like some girls do that, like playfully, but I don't know if that's considered violent or hissy fit or something like that. But besides that, she's been, you know, really, really good.
Mm-hmm.
My problem, long story short, on our 1 year anniversary, I gave her a gift called like the Love Book, or it's like 100 pages of our dates and our experiences and you know,
The
uh,
Love Book?
yeah, I don't
Is
know,
that what
yeah.
it's called?
Yeah,
I'm
it's
just
called the
looking it
Love
up.
Book. Yeah, you can like customize it. It's like
By
kid.
Lenore Candell.
No, no, you can customize. It's called Love Book. You can customize like the characters and each page and things like that.
Okay.
Yeah. So she loved it a lot. Every page I printed a picture of us on a date, and we went out to the beach, and we did a bunch. We had an amazing year. Let's just put it that way.
Okay.
Now the problem is her
Is
mom
this the
saw.
Love Book? Is this what you're talking about? This thing here?
Correct. Yes. Correct. Yes.
Okay.
Um. Long story short, so her mom saw this book after I gave it to her, like after 2 3 days, and her mom realized that I did care about her a lot. I protect her, and do love her. And when she realized that, when she got home that day, her mom almost immediately asked her, "When are you going to marry him?"
Mm-hmm.
And I went out to dinner with her parents, her family, her sister, her parents' friends. They don't know much English, but the whole conversation is around us getting married and
You've known her for how long? A year and a half?
a year and 2 months now.
Okay. And she's how old? 21?
Yeah, she turned 21. Yes,
And your age again? You said you're
I'm
28?
28. Correct.
Okay. So what's the question here? What's the ask?
So her family's been hounding her to get married for very specific reasons. It's one, to get citizenship, and two, to establish themselves as a citizen in America and to potentially start business. Now her family is very well off. I would say very well off. Her parents own a fish distribution company back in Vietnam, so I could only assume that they're doing well. Her mother,
Sorry. Did you say that they both live here? The parents both live here?
yes, correct.
So who's running the business in Vietnam while they both live here?
They travel back and forth, so they,
Okay.
they have people working there, other family members, and they come visit their two daughters here in America, and they go back and forth every 2 3 months or so, every 3 to 4 months.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Now, they want to speed up the process of their daughter getting citizenship, and in turn get me getting married to her. And they were even willing to pay for the prenuptial agreement, the marriage, the whole 9 yards for me to marry into the family. I already
That's
protected
the way
my.
it's generally been around the world, by the way, is the
Yeah.
bride's family pays for that.
Yeah, they're very traditional. She is very traditional. She was willing to pay even out of her pocket for like lawyers and things
Mm-hmm.
like that, and for like the whole 9 yards.
Mm-hmm.
And and they were even willing to potentially put their assets half into my name as well, just to quote unquote legitimize the marriage. And they would use like our history the past year and 2 months as you
Mm-hmm.
know for the citizen paperwork, and things like that. The whole I they even talked to we even talked to a immigration attorney about all this stuff. They said yes, 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 everything should work out in about a year and a half from now.
Mm-hmm.
So technically speaking, I don't have anything to lose. And I know with your book, smart men don't marry, and all my assets is protected. I put it in trust. I have my property, one of my main property, homesteaded. I have everything protected with the prenuptial, and she's willing to change her name and all of these things. And
Mm-hmm.
I keep reading back like any red flags, any things, besides her, small hissy fits and her biting me from time to time playfully. Besides that, I'm just like, I don't know
Okay,
what to
Ryan,
do.
we
Yeah.
got to get moving along because I got a lot of people waiting to hop in. So let's get to
Yeah.
the question here. So what's the question? You want me to co-sign this marriage?
I mean, I know you're gonna say no, but if you were in my shoes, what would you do?
Well, look, I'm not in your shoes. I'm
Yeah.
much older than you, and I've already been married, and I don't have any reason to get married. You
Yeah.
don't need to get married to have children. Do you want to
I
have children?
uh it was part of the conversation. Yeah.
Okay. So she's looking for marriage to get citizenship. Like you understand that, right?
Correct. Yeah. 100%. Yes.
Like this is her main driver. If it's not you, she'll find another guy that will marry her and get her citizenship.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you've only known her for a year and 2 months, you said?
Correct.
I would give it a good year and a half to 2 years minimum before you
Yeah.
even entertain the conversation. I would actually push it back 2 years. I would I
Yeah.
would give it a couple of years to see what she's made of, see what her family's really like. How much
Yeah.
time have you spent with her family?
A lot. Quite. I would say 4 occasions. I went to their
Hmm.
Thanksgiving dinner,
Hmm.
and I did have the same conversation with them. These things take time. I would suggest 2 years. I even told them this, and
Hmm.
they agreed with me. They didn't. The main reason they were keep hounding her to get married. She doesn't even particularly want to at this moment, but they were keep forcing her to
Let
get
me ask you a
married.
question. On your 1 year anniversary, you bought her the love book. What did she get you?
She got me like two cakes, balloons. She got me, what you call it? She got me a new wallet. She got me like, oh, so she periodically give me a lot of gifts throughout the time. One time we work out from time to time, and I had these like old shoes,
Hmm.
and she was like, "Oh," she's like, "What's your shoe size?" I'm like 11. She's you didn't. I did not think much of it. 2 days later, she got me brand new Adidas gym
Okay.
shoes, and like
Okay.
she
Does
liked
she
them.
have genuine burning desire for you?
I would say yes,
You've read my
very
book, right?
yes, yes.
So as I describe in the book, right, there's women that are enthusiastic for you, like they're promoters, they're indifferent, or they're detractors. You're
Mhm.
saying that she's a promoter,
Yes.
100% without any question.
She wants to spend time with me more often than I could give her,
Okay.
and anytime I can't spend time with her, she get a hissy fit. But
Mhm.
besides that, she love
Well,
every time we're together. I literally just like dropped her off earlier too, and
mhm.
we're kissing, making out, and she wanted to spend
Okay.
more time with
Look, man,
Jenny.
uh, she sounds like a genuinely nice person,
Hmm.
but you've only known her for a year and a bit.
Yeah.
Slow it down, turn off the afterburners. Let's see what she's like at the 2 year mark. Then if you still feel the need to put a ring on her finger and, get married, do that. I mean, I don't know if there's any other way for her to get citizenship aside from that, but that seems like the easiest, most convenient way to do it.
Yeah, yeah.
But
She's
wait.
so yeah. Yeah, she had so apparently she has a 4-year sponsorship period as an international student.
How long has she
So
been here?
she's been here since 2017.
Okay.
But
And
but she still have 3.5 years from now.
how many years was she in the States before you met her?
2,
So for two
two and a
years,
half. Yeah,
she was here before you had met her. Do you have any idea
correct.
what her notch count might be?
I was her first.
You were first.
Yeah.
Okay, my friend, you have a good candidate here for a long-term relationship, or if you want to wife her up, that hey, you want to take on the risk, that's entirely up to you. But I would wait a couple years, 2 years, year and a half to 2 years, minimum year and a half to 2 years before you even have the conversation. Put it off a little bit. Say, hey, look, Mr. or Mrs. Fish Factory from Vietnam, I really dig your daughter's vibe. We have a good time. Uh, you know, I've
Yeah.
got this going on. She's got that going on. This is a bridge that we can cross,
Yeah.
in the future, but not right now. We got too much stuff happening. And then
So,
just watch how she behaves, watch how the family behaves, spend time with them. Because keep in mind, you're gonna be inviting not just her into your life, but her family into your life as well.
yeah, her family really like me. Like when I say like me, like the
Yeah, but
first
you've
time
only
I
met them 4 times, right? Like you've only been with them on 4 occasions.
yeah, like
Spend
that,
spend
that's as a
spend 4 days straight with them. See if you guys all still get along real well,
yeah.
right? Because there's
That's
cultural differences there too.
oh yeah, I could tell at that point. I felt like her parents were treating her like a property to use.
Yeah.
Like a traditional.
Well, that's
Type
the
of
way
thing.
it is in those cultures, all right. So just slow it down, see what she's made of, see if that's what you want to do, not because she wants it, because she wants citizenship. See if that's what you want to do,
Yeah.
right? Once you've sussed her out and you sussed her family out, and see if it goes well for you. Okay.
So after the 2-year or maybe 3-year mark and everything still really
A
well,
2 year vetting period is more than sufficient to see what she's made out of,
what
right?
what in your opinion are there any risks at that point after marriage?
Yeah, all the risks that I talked about in the chapter of my book about why smart men don't get married. When you get married, you expose yourself to all those risks unnecessarily. Ryan, every single divorce lawyer that I know will never ever get married. And even if they have been married in the past, they'll never get married again in the future, right? Especially in a place where it's hostile towards men, right? You might want to go to the National Parents, what's it called? There's a report card that's online. What state do you live in?
I rather not say, but I live in the US.
Okay. Okay. So you can look up the information for yourself then, but there's a report card. I think it's called the National Parents Organization or something to that regard, but it's a grading system where they evaluate the states based on how friendly they are to fathers in divorce.
The state I am, yeah, I checked that, or yeah, the state I am in is very uh, uh, give more rights to
I would
fathers.
I would
Yeah.
be in one of the top 2 states, like not even the top 10, like be in the top two
Oh.
states. So if that's what you want to do,
Mhm.
then prepare yourself, set up for it, live in that state, make sure you get to know her and her family real well. Make
Mhm.
sure that the only reason why you're doing it is because it's for you, because it's cultural for you, it's religious for you, because you want to have children, because you want to bring up kids that way, sort of thing. Not for her, not for her citizenship. You understand?
Yeah.
I really hope you guys enjoyed that clip. If you want to watch the full-length podcast, you can find that over here, that clip's from. If you're newer to the channel, make sure you hit subscribe over here and pin down below in the top comment. You'll find a bunch of useful links to my website, my supplement line, books, and a bunch of other stuff. Have an amazing day. Peace out.